Welcome back to the cause. Yesterday was a very exciting day for me. I could see that it was an exciting day for you guys too. My brother came through. It was a very enjoyable time. He said that he may do a show with me tomorrow, but it probably would be uploaded later in the day. So if he does attend, it'll be a late drop tomorrow. Because of scheduling. We work different hours and stuff like that. So it was very, very, very exciting to have him on the show with me. And I'm so thankful and appreciative for all the good commentary. I really appreciate that. Going through seven sins was a tough one, but I figured that he pretty much got it. And he revealed some things to me that I didn't really consider. The switch up of his flow. We're talking about the intensity of what he was doing. I considered it, but I didn't really broadcast those types of thoughts. And I'm glad that he introduced that part. Like I said, he was a rapper, a very good one. Him and I had done a couple songs together too in the past. I don't have those songs anymore, but him and I have done songs in the past. And I know how good he is at creating his own lyrical disposition in music. So for him to say the things that he did say is really giving Ren props. So he wants to do another show with me. It's probably going to be tomorrow, probably. Then I might have my other brother attend to as well. That's going to be really, really crazy. Really crazy, man. So, uh, however, he also said too that the busking of Wade in the Water with the big push was absolutely amazing. Like, that was a great band. Or they're still a band. I heard that they're doing more music too. So that's something to look forward to. So I'm really excited about that. If they're actually in communication to do more music, release more songs. I haven't heard much from the Big Push, but I can imagine the progression from when they started to where they are now today has to be absolutely crazy. And then he's dropping his own work on the 17th of this month. Man, this is crazy. It's absolutely amazing. This guy's working like hardcore to get music out there for whatever purpose it is. He's working hard toward it. I'm telling you that right now. My brother even said too, like after we had finished our wrap up of yesterday doing Seven Sins and Wade in the Water by the Big Push, he asked me, he's like, why isn't he more famous than what he is right now? Like, why hasn't he heard of him? And even other people that I have introduced Ren to asked me the same question. Why isn't he known more? And I try to explain his ailments, and he had to deal with Sony, and he wasn't able to fulfill the contract because he had gotten sick. And I found out recently that he was able to get all his work back from Sony. But at the end of it, it's just like a lot of people are confused on why he isn't known more because he's such a good rapper. I mean, he's from the UK, he's from Europe, and it's kind of hard to break through in the States if you're from a foreign country. But at the same time, his ability is so strong. It's absolutely amazing all around, playing instruments, rapping, singing. It's just like the list goes on and on. He's a producer, I heard. It's just so many qualifications that this guy has. It's just almost inconceivable to believe that he's not known more than what he is. It's absolutely crazy. However, today I'm going to get into something that was mentioned to me earlier on called Dumb King Come. I mean, Dumb King Come, uh, I heard it's supposed to be a diss to a guy by the name of King Dada. I mean, I'm not familiar with King Dada, so this is all like new to me, I guess. It's supposed to be like some type of retaliatorial get back, you know what I'm saying? Something that King Dada did, and he's trying to hit him back hard. So I already know it's going to be a situation that takes place right here, a straight knockout, you know what I mean? Because of his intelligence. I'm really curious on what he's going to do with this one. I really am. And I don't want to take up too much time, but I do want to say I appreciate all my subscribers. I really do. If you're not subscribed to this channel, I would really appreciate your subscription. But without further ado, let's get to
We're gathered here today at the grave of daughter. Here, I bought you some Viagra. You went too soft on me, brother. I must reject tradition and speak ill of the dead. After Knox decapitated you, I'll bury the head. King don't come, you dumb king, calm down. What's a king without a crown? Just a peasant or a clown? Jealous, little bitch. And for anyone in doubt, he's a jealous little bitch, lashing out to get the clout. King daughter, not a king. I know a crown when it rusts. I eat you up, then shit you out. I call that a royal flush. Going by the laws of physics, when you die, you'll combust, because you've got your own center of gravity, fat fuck. I've seen you play the race card a couple of times, saying people only fuck with me because I am white. And then you go and backtrack and you say I'm alright. You're feeling mixed in your emotions, like a horny ex-wife. The reason people don't fuck with you is because you were shy. Oh, you a big dog? Well, I'm a sick puppy. I slap you daft, you little punk. That's how you get lucky. Because if you lose, you're still winning, it's clear. More views on your disc than your whole career. So come... I'm actually sorry about this one, daughter. I'm sorry. So come on, fatty, keep up. You're losing the race. Your YouTube views lower than your calorie intake. Stop watching what I'm doing and start watching your weight. I'll kick down your front door screaming, put down the cake. Little steak on my plate, you're starting beef but it's butchered. Because you're butchering the culture, you ain't brewing kombucha. How could you have kids, man? You're hardly a looker. I wonder how much it costs to buy a surrogate hooker. I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry, I'm only joking, it's only hip-hop. Time to take my dick out of your mouth and pull my zip up. I'm sure Michelle's show will be obliged to clean this shit up, then bend over backwards while you're looping from the tip up. Michelle, the filter's weird and your channel is dead. It's like I'm watching Pokemon, but ugly with dreads. This ain't a battle, it's a fucking massacre. You're on my planet Earth, I am David Attenborough. Blood-sucking Dracula with parasite vernacular collateral. I run up like I'm Battlestar Galactica, I didn't even make a beat for this shit. You're not worth the fucking time, daughter, you're last on the list. I wrote this in 10 minutes with a flick of the wrist. I speak about 5 syllables, you cease to exist, so real. Maybe think twice, my friend, about stepping to the mark in the world of Ren. Cause you were just a rodent and it's mice and men. Crushing skulls like I'm Lenny, pale of Jenny again. Instead of Jenny, it's a daughter on the tip of the blade. Tires screech while I drive by, I'm Violet the Range. You're just part of a machine, against you I will rage. And I'm killing in the name of a king that I slayed. Bully, I've seen you dissing Dwayne and then crit, miss a kill shot of Knox because you're bitter as shit. Then you made the big mistake. You put me on the list. I'm a fucking psychopath, daughter. Don't take the piss. Irrelevant rapper, wasting my time. People only heard of you because of this rhyme. Oh, you're a murderer? That's so cool, my guy. Got your time in the spotlight, so enjoy the shine. Wait. I genuinely mean it when I say you should shine. I just played you at your game, so welcome to mine. I want all of my fans to show Dottor the time, because he's actually sick at rapping. Go and like and subscribe. There's a new counterculture in this world of division where we bicker over politics and race and religion. There is war, there is peace, that's a human decision. Either you could be my brother or another collision. And the media, they love it when we hate each other, because the money lines their pockets if you're not my brother. And this black versus white, that's divide and conquer. Ignorance, it is formed in the womb of monsters. If there's war in the east, industries are getting paid. If there's war in the streets, there's a mother at a grave. If I pander to my ego, then I'm just another slave. A casualty of vanity, hate just breeds hate, so daughter. I think I've got to leave it at that, because I'm not a battle rapper, but I do like to rap. Now 1 million new eyes will be on where you're at. I hope you roll with it, my friend, put yourself on the map. Daughter is sick.
Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Dumb king, calm down. What's a king without a crown? Just a peasant or a clown. Funny but true. Like very, very true. Who is this King Dada? Like who is he? King Dada, not a king. I know a crown with a rust. I eat you up, then you out. Call that a royal flush. The laws of physics, when you die, you could bust. The laws of physics, when you die, you combust. This guy is like, bro, and he's doing this all a cappella too. Like, dude, this is like, he's battle rapping the guy without him being there. You know what I'm saying? He's looking into the camera as if he's talking to King Dada. Very innovative. Like this guy is like he's different. He's like totally different. It's not something that you can truly expect from another rapper. You just can't really expect that. And he's like very clever. It's very different. You know what I'm saying? Like he went off into talking about how he looked. Oh man, you talking about a surrogate hooker? I mean, like, dude, this guy's going crazy. And then he's like, he says something like, you're the center of your own gravity because you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, he went like completely ham on this guy. Like, I already knew that this was not going to fare well for King Dada, whoever he is. It's not going to fare well for him. I mean, I don't. Oh, well, he did say it's a massacre. You on my planet Earth. I'm David Hattenberg. Isn't like that? Isn't David Hattenberg like a biologist or some type of I don't know. I know it was a guy that spoke out a lot about being agnostic, not believing or disbelieving in God. I know that much about him. And he was like, I don't know, it's like a journalist or something like that, a biologist or something like that. I'm not very sure. I heard of him before. I'm not very definite about that. I'm just not very definite about that. But he goes on to say, blood sucking Dracula with parasite vernacular. I run it up like I'm Battlestar Galactica. What? Man, this dude is totally different. Like, man, dude, like, but that's not my point. My point was he gets to this one point and he says, he said that something like King Dada was at the end of his list. He wrote this in 10 minutes with the flick of the wrist. Something like that, he said. Man, this guy was going like completely nuts. But he said, wait, and he changed up the whole scene. Like I never seen, one person that battle raps did something like this, which was like Eminem and 8 Mile, but he didn't do it this way. The way that Ren switched it up, I'm not talking about the lyrical scheme and, he was going at him like talking about his physicality, his like all types of things that would just demolish him as far as not being that guy or that dude or whatever. And he spoke about a woman named Michelle, and he also went into the tale of Jenny and Screech. He did a bunch of things, but when he switched over, it's not like Eminem at all, period. Not even in that sense, but I'm saying in the sense of being able to switch it, and do something totally different. This was absolutely amazing the way he changed his lyrical stance. Black versus white. That's divide and conquer. Ignorance. It is formed in the womb of monsters, bro. Crazy. Absolutely insane, man. His ability to bring something across in a matter of fact way. Because he was saying that, King Dada basically was saying that at the beginning that he was only popular because he was white. Black versus white, that's divide and conquer. Ignorance is formed in the womb of monsters, man. Man, dude. He says something like, if there's war in the East, then the streets are getting paid. But if there's war in the streets, then there's a mother at a grave. Wow, dude. Because this can develop into something like what happened with Tupac Shakur, being on the West Coast and Biggie being on the East Coast. And it all started in the East Coast, really. And that's something too that he could be like hitting at, but you don't know like exactly the reason why he's using this particular rhyme scheme. Because when Pac was relatively on the East, people were making a lot of money. A lot of rappers were getting paid. But when that became a East Coast, West Coast thing after getting out of prison, that's when it became a real problem. This guy is like, man, dude, I don't know how deep his mind really goes or what are the significance of what he's saying in a certain stance. But I'm saying, like, from what I'm like calculating from all the work that he has done and that I have heard, it seems as if his mind runs deep, like very, very thought through because of the way he's switching it up. And he's saying it's not about all those things. That's why he said, wait, it's not about all that, If I pander to ego, I'm just another slave. Vanity, he says something about vanity because hate breeds hate or hate. Like, listen, there is nothing that I can really say to really put down this response to whatever King Dada has said, because he said that he liked to rap, but he wanted to see King Dada on the mat. And at the end, he said, King Dada is sick, or Dada is sick. Like, he's a good flower, you know what I mean? And then he had like the bagpipes going again for like the funeral proceedings and stuff. But he's like, let's bury this hatchet right here. We don't have to do this. Let's kill the hate, not just murder your career or do something to you. Or like, this guy is like, this guy's different. Like, flat out, this guy is absolutely different. Totally surprised me because my mind, before he got to the second part or the second verse, like there was like a bridge that had to have been the bridge, like saying, wait, there has to be like a bridge going to a different way of thinking. He's not really giving that same energy that he was doing in the first part. This comes from a person that has gone through a lot in life, saying that war is not the only thing that should be profitable. And that's why I think that he goes against the greed of money so much so, because he's saying that that's not the main thing that a person should have their mind focused upon. Because money is the root to all kinds of evil, man. The love of money, not money itself, but the love of money is the root to all kinds of evil. And he's saying, like, if you do get paid, if you do have these things, do the right thing with it. This guy's saying, let's bury the hate. I got to give him mad respect for this. Mad respect. Mad respect. That's like whooping your son, giving him a little, pat on the back, you know what I mean? Because he done something wrong, and then saying, like, I love you at the end. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he's son King Dada, but, he was doing his thing. He was putting King Dada in his place, period. But he had a lot of love for him at the end. That's a cold way of, like, responding to someone that has attacked you, Absolutely amazing. I mean, all the people that have recommended this particular rap, this acapella rap from Ren, thank you, because that was absolutely unexpected and extreme power of the intellect. Extreme power of the intellect to do something like that, period. And he said he wrote it in 10 minutes with the flick of the wrist. That quick? Come on, man. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Period. Absolutely amazing. Flat out. This guy is on a different planetary system. Like, he said this is his planet Earth, but listen, this guy's working out of a different bag, man. A whole different way of thinking, analyzing, bringing things to like verbal speech through communication. Like, this guy's doing it in a different way. I haven't seen it this way. No, I have not. not in the massive magnitude that he's bringing it. Macro cosmic way, big and small, small and big, doesn't matter. This guy's doing like I said before, jujitsu in his raps, like bringing people to submission, man. Please give me a break, man. Listen, I'm not gonna keep going on, and that's what I have problems with. It's like ending the reactions I do of Ren's music because he never ceases to be in one spot at any given time. It's like being a detective. You say, well, I thought that he was over there and now he's over here. And it's like, playing that game like whack-a-mole. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like he's just popping up here and he disappeared and you trying to like peg him. You can't get this dude. And that's why I say he's the best all-around artist. Case closed, man. Like I said, I'm not the judge with the gavel. I'm not saying one thing or the other. I'm just saying what I'm observing. I'm observing him do things I haven't observed before. That's it. As simple as that. Simple as that, and I don't want to argue about the situation. You know what I mean? Listen, man, it's obvious, man. Anybody with eyes and ears and sensibilities in the brain can see clearly that he's the best all around. Best all around. I'm not saying that he's the best at all of the all arounds. I'm saying he's the best all around. No one's doing what he does. Period. Flat out. Flat out. Flat out. Yeah, you got that. To all my subscribers, I really appreciate you guys. You guys have been the absolute best. Like I said at the beginning, my brothers should be with me tomorrow if our schedules coincide and we're able to make that happen. I'm going to see if I can get that to happen ASAP. I really appreciate all my subscribers. You guys have been the very, 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 very best. And to those who are not subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate your subscription. Leave a like, share this video, leave a comment below, and until next time, deuces.